All right, y'all, back to the CIK project. What do you think, Lair? I'm getting her all stripped down. 3 different types of spray cleaner to get the gunk and the muck off it. I had to put cardboard on the floor. There was, it was going to make a mess, right? I didn't want to be walking through it and smearing it all into the asphalt or the concrete here. So used the 90 with, I had 2 or 3 of these, the green ones, the real gritty ones. And all the rest of these are the medium. Or actually, this is, the green is super coarse, the blue is coarse, the mediums are red. And we also have the soft ones that are real fine, light, a little light colored, red burgundy or whatever. So did that with the 90. I've already swept up and wiped everything down. Yeah, that yellow stuff was all over the place. It's not so bad that, like, I mean, I didn't clean none of this, and it's not like there's yellow stuff all over. It was all over the floor right here, no big deal. But we've got the other side to do. This is just the bottom. This is about 4 hours with the air compressor running almost non-stop, man. Constantly removing, I believe it's got to be powder coat because it doesn't just come right off. Works a bit better with those super coarse green ones, but I only had, like I said, I only had like 4 of those, and I had a whole bag full of blue ones. So, Brother Rich, I'm gonna need some more green ones, brother. Appreciate it. So we went ahead and we went as far around the tube as we could, inside and outside. So when we do flip it over, we won't have 50% of the tube to do. We'll probably only have about 30%. I didn't do the inside of this one like I did this one, the seat strut tube. But we're also going to have all the cassette hangers and some of the more intricate stuff to do when it's right side up. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like here. Not super smooth and not super rough. That's how you could tell I think it was powder coated, because as it was coming off, you could almost see a sandblasted surface, right? That's one of the things I have not done. I've done a lot of these, right? Strip these things down and paint them. And starting with the, I think it was the that vintage zip cart, right? Hope Jerry's not looking in. Hope he doesn't get mad. But I had that plastic Visqueen box in the middle of the old garage that didn't have heat like we have here. And that stuff, I mean, if you dropped a wrench on it, it would chip. And it had good catalyzed clear coat on it too. So if it chips clean down, that means the metal isn't prepped correctly. And to powder coat, they sandblast. But we have a little blaster over here. This is Richard's. It's a nice little unit. It's probably a Harbor Freight deal. Little spot blasting kit, 50-pounder. We got a bunch of sand in the box down here. So we'll probably just take it out back on this stand, run a hose out the back door when it's all done, and use the blaster. I mean, we get right down in here and clean these welds up with the 90, with those Scotch-Brite pads, wheels on them, right? Discs on it. But with the sandblaster, we can get all that out of there. So it'll be really handy, it's really super handy, the sandblaster, for doing down inside these bearing cassettes, where you get the grease and the grime in there. This thing's stuck. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like a lot, but I'm telling you, you won't have to do any leaning and looking. It'll come right off. But getting down inside here with the blaster will get it, all that stuff, debris out of there as well as the color, and it'll clean it all up real good. So we'll knock it down like we did on the bottom. We'll do the top next. Then we'll take it out back and blast all of it, but start with the nooks and crannies and all the welds first, and then just hit the whole thing to rough it up real good. And I think what we need to do is, instead of using cheap universal spray primer, or even, you know, I've used spray bomb primer and spray bomb paint, but clear coated over it. Again, all that stuff, Patrick will tell you, he's a painter. Down under is where, you know, the meat and the potatoes, you know, where the tires meet the road, where the meat and potatoes is taking place. If the metal isn't prepped, if it ain't rough enough for primer to bite into, it will just chip right off. But that's what you get, you know. I mean, yeah, I'm spending a lot of time, hours-wise. It's going to take another 4 or 5 hours to get this thing, you know, all cleaned up. And that's, you know, you're looking at 10, 12 hours of your time. Each one of these things costs $1 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and there's one on the floor that flew off over there. So 14, 15 bucks, right? Plus 10, 12 hours of your time. I mean, you going to work for 10 bucks an hour? No. I mean, not if I was doing this for somebody else. You know, I'd try to be nice about it, but I still have to get paid for my time. Doing it for yourself, you don't care about how much time you're spending. That's the part you provide for, basically for free, to be able to do this and it not cost you a small fortune, right? So we'll get her going. And it looks, hey, it's still all yellow. Now, trust me, this was the hard bit is done at this point. Everything else is topside. We won't have to worry about it. That's a lot of cleaning and removing right there. So we'll get to the top side next, and then maybe we'll bring you out back for a little blasting. It's going to be raining the next few days, so we probably won't get to the blasting within the next week. But yeah, we'll just keep plugging away on her. Haven't heard anything about her Blue Demon yet. Kim sent me a text message, and the text message contained my phone number. And I'm thinking, does he want me to call him? So I waited. And then he sent me another message that said that was for Alex. So Alex must have asked his dad, hey, what's Robert's phone number? Because he's either setting it up or he's getting done with it, one of the two. So, hey, it's going to be Thanksgiving in 2 weeks. And you know, it'll be Christmas and New Year's and all that right after. So we're going to have to get some Christmas lights going in here. What do you think? So there you go. Stripping the paint, removing the paint, getting her prepped for her new color. Yeah, man. Hang in there, y'all. It'll get better. Godspeed. God bless. I'm praying for you.